Hey everyone, welcome to the Vegan and Kids, and today I am making buttered tofu. I was inspired to make this meal from the traditional buttered chicken, which is a Indian cuisine, and I just wanted to play around and see how buttered tofu would work out. Alright, so for this meal, I'm going to start with some extra firm tofu. I always use firm tofu no matter what. I just think it's better in consistency. And for this, I'm going to be using a few spices. I have paprika, I have thyme, basil, ginger, cumin, garlic salt, and garlic powder. And what I'm going to do first is take all of those seasonings or ingredients and I'm going to add them directly to my tofu. So now I'm just going to toss the tofu around just to kind of get everything nice and well combined. Not really looking for anything major here besides just to get that seasoning really into the tofu. And I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes before I cook it. Alright, so I'm going to be using I Can't Believe It's Not Butter, a vegan brand. And with that, I'm also going to be using garlic and onion. I like onions, so I'm using quite a bit. I'm very generous with my onions today. So first I'm going to add my butter to the pan, and I'm just going to kind of swish it around a little bit just to kind of lubricate the pan so my vegetables do not stick. And now I'm going to go right in and add my garlic and my onions, and then I'm going to just kind of stir it around for a second for about 5 minutes. Well, not stir for 5 minutes, but I'm going to stir it and let it cook for about 5 minutes just until my onions begin to soften up a bit. Now I am going to go in and add my tofu. I am literally just pouring it directly in the pan. It's been about 5 minutes that was sitting here. So now I'm going to mix all of those ingredients so that way the flavors from the tofu can infuse with the onions and the butter and the garlic. Alright, so now that that's been cooking, I'm going to go in and add some organic vegetable broth. I am going to be using this alongside with another ingredient to help this become more creamy. And that other ingredient was coconut milk. So I'm only going to be using about half a can, probably not even that much. And I'm going to pour this directly on top of the buttered tofu. This is going to give that creamy feel, you know, and I love that about coconut milk because it really comes through and helps you out when you want like a nice creamy texture. You know, something similar that like a heavy whipping cream would do. Maybe not the same, but very, very close. And now I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to let this cook for about 5 more minutes. Overall, this meal takes about 15 minutes to cook because you're letting your first ingredients cook for 5 minutes, your second for 5, and then your final for 5. So it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so as a base, I'm going to be using broccoli. I decided not to use rice or cauliflower because I have been kind of sort of on a keto vegan journey. I'm still learning. But that's kind of where I'm at right now and just trying to figure out the system and how to do things and also how to portion my food because I can get pretty carried away. But this is the final result. I topped my buttered tofu on top of broccoli. I've also added some chives because I believe you cannot go wrong with chives. Really, they're like the perfect addition as a topping to many, many, many meals, especially like something that's kind of buttery, you know. So if you give this meal a try, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you have any other ideas, just let me know and I will try it out and I will also share it on YouTube for you all. So this is the final meal, buttered tofu with broccoli. And I will be back soon for more breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas.